Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss the graph of the solution of the number line. But first of all, solve some example to solve the value of x in real number. So our question is exercise 6.1. Question number 13. 2 into bracket 2x plus 3 minus 10 less than 6 into bracket x minus 2. Now here solve this equation, find out the value of x, and answer is written in real number form. So therefore open this bracket. So 2 to the 4x plus 3 to the 6 minus 10 less than, here open this bracket, so 6x minus 6 to the 12, 4x, 6 minus 10, that means minus 4, less than 6x minus 12 plus 6x written in opposite side and change the sign, minus 4 written in opposite side and change the sign. So therefore 4x minus 6x less than minus 12 plus 4. Here simplify this term. So 4x minus 6x, that means minus 2x, less than minus 12 plus 4, that means minus 8. Now first remove this minus sign. So remember, here both the side multiply minus sign and inequality change. Here greater in place of written here less than form, in place of written greater than form, and suppose greater than form is present, so in place of written less than form, means multiply both the side. Here minus sign, so remove this minus sign and here written 2x less than, in place of written greater form, so greater than 8. Now divide by 2, so therefore x greater 8 divided by 2, so x greater 4. Now this arrow is going from the right side. So here understand in number line, here minus infinitive, here infinitive, position of 4 is like present, but arrow is going from the right side, that means our answer is between 4 to infinitive form. Now here strictly greater form is present. Strictly greater form is present, so our answer is open interval form, and greater than equality form is present, so our answer is closed interval form. Right? Here strictly greater form is present, so the solution set, or the solution is open interval 4 to infinity. Clear? Next question. Question number 15. Solve x upon 4 less than 5 into bracket 5x, but in bracket 5x minus 2 upon 5 minus upon 3 minus 7x minus 3 upon 5. So again solve this equation and find out the value of x. But how can we solve this equation? So therefore x by 4, in the right side two term is present and LCM, first of all find out the LCM of this term. So here 15 is our LCM in right side term. So here in denominator we can written here 15. Now multiply 5 here and here multiply 3. So 5 into bracket 5x minus 2 minus 3 into bracket 7x minus 3. Now first here open this bracket and simplify this term. So therefore x upon 4 less than, here open this bracket, so 5 by is 20x minus 10 minus 21x minus minus plus 9 upon 15. Therefore x upon 4 less than 25x minus 21x, that means 4x minus 10 plus 9, that means minus 1 upon 15. Now 15 multiply this side and 4 multiply this side. So therefore 15x less than 4 into bracket 4x minus 1. Now after open this bracket, so therefore 15x less than 4 is 16x minus 4. 16x written in opposite side and change the sign. So therefore always remember x form written in left side and constant term written in right side. So 16x written in left side, so change the sign. So 15x minus 16x less than minus 4. 15x minus 16x, that means minus x less than minus 4. Again here x is variable, outside minus sign is present, so remove this minus sign. So in both these side multiply minus sign. So here remove this minus sign and here inequality change. Here less than form is present, so here we can write greater than form. So therefore x greater than form. Now arrow is going from right side. So here minus infinitive to infinitive. Position of 4 is present here. Strictly greater than form is present. So our answer is here strictly greater than form is present. So our answer close open interval 4 to infinity. So the solution is open interval 4 to infinity. Clear? Okay. Now today our topic is show the graph of the solution of the number line. So same method apply. First equation is present, so solve this equation and find out the value of x. Now this answer represent in number line, so in graphically. So how can be represented? So discuss example number 5. Example number 5. Solve 7x plus 3 less than 5x plus 9. Show the graph of the solution of the number line. Our question is show the graph of the solution of number line. Okay. So first of all solve this equation, find out the value of x, and after our answer is compulsory here represented in number line. So first solve this equation. 7x plus 3 less than 5x plus 9. 5x written this side and 3 constant term written another side. means always remember a variable term written this side, constant term written opposite side. So therefore 7x minus 5x less than 9 minus 3. 7x minus 5x, that means 2x, less than 9 minus 6, that means 9 minus 3, that means 6. Now after divide by these terms, so x less than 3. Now x less than 3, so how can be represented in number line? So here draw one line. Okay. Now here minus infinitive form is present and here infinitive form is present. Now position of 3 is present, like here. Here 3 is present, here 2 is present, 1, 0, minus 1. Okay. Now our condition is present x less than 3. So how can be represented x less than 3? Yes, strictly less than form is present. In less than form is present, so that's why here we can return one round, and this symbol is called open form. Means here we this symbol is called, we can say that whole. Okay. Now arrow is going from left side, so that's why here we can mention dark line from the left side. Okay. So how can be represented answer? So our answer is x less than 3. X less than 3, that means here we can return one whole, and here position is 3 is present, so here we can return 3. Suppose here less than equality is present, strictly less than, in place of here less than equality form is present, so here we can mention this hole in place of dark hole, right? But here strictly less than form is present, so that's why here we can return whole, and arrow is going from the left side, so here we can mention this way. So our answer means show the graph of solution of number line represent like this. Clear? Okay. Next question. Example number 6. Example number 6. Solve 3x minus 4 upon 2 greater than equal to x plus 1 upon 4 minus 1, and show the graph of the solution of the number line. So first of all solve this equation. So therefore 3x minus 4 upon 2 greater than equal to, here take LCM and 4 multiply with 1, because in denominator term 4 is not present, so 4 multiply with 1, so x plus 1 minus 4. Now after cancel out this term, so here we can return 2. Now after 2 present in denominator term, so multiply with 3x minus 4. So 2 into bracket 3x minus 4 greater than equal to x minus 3. Now after open this bracket, so therefore 3 to the 6x minus 8 greater than equal to x minus 3. And okay, x written this side, minus 8 constant term written in opposite side. So therefore x written right side, sorry, left side, and change the sign. So 6x minus x greater than equal to minus 3 minus 8 written in opposite side and change the sign. So here written plus 8. Now after simplify this term, so 6x minus x, that means 5x greater than equal to 5. Now divide by this term. So therefore here we can return x greater than equal to 1. Now how can be represented in number line? So again draw here one line. Now after first of all decide arrow is going from which side? So right side. So here we can mention position of minus infinitive. Here written the position of infinitive. Now here written 1. Okay, but here greater than equality form is present. So here we can return dark hole. Okay, and suppose open form is present, so we can return only hole, but greater equality is present. That's why here we can mention this hole dark form. Remember, now after arrow is going from the right side, so here we can return 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. So our answer represented. Here we can return the position is dark form. So our answer represent in number line like this way. Here greater than, once again remember, greater than equal to, equality is present, greater than equal to or less than equal to is present. So here we can mention the whole dark form, and strictly greater or strictly less than form is present. So here mention the whole open form, greater than equality and less than equality form is present. So here we can mention the whole like dark form like this way, and strictly greater or strictly less than form is present. So at that time mention the whole like open form, means whole form. This circle we can also read dark circle, or here we can read open circle. Okay, now next question, exercise 6.1, question number 17. Exercise 6.1, question number 17. Solve 3x minus 2 less than 2x plus 1 and show the graph of the solution of the number line. So again, first of all, solve this equation, find out the value of x. So 3x, now plus 2x written in opposite side, so here written minus 2x less than 1 plus 2. Therefore 3x minus 2x, that means x less than 3. So how can we represent in number line? So here represent in number line. Once again here draw line. Here minus infinitive, here infinitive. Position of 3 is like here. Strictly less than form is present. So here draw open circle. Right? Now arrow is going from the left side. So here written 2, 1, 0 up to negative sign. So how can be represented? So here we can mention this line means dark line in this side. Okay. So in left side we can mention dark line. Now next one, question number 90 after. Question number 19. 3 into bracket 1 minus x less than 2 into bracket x plus 4. Again show the graph of the solution in number line. So now first of all solve this equation. So therefore 3 minus 3x less than 2x plus 8. Now x term written in one side, change the sign, constant. Written in opposite side, change the sign. So minus 3x minus 2x less than 8 minus 3. Therefore minus 5x less than 5. Now here remove this minus sign. So change the inequality. Here less than in place of written greater form and both the side multiply minus sign. So here we can written minus 5. Right, here remove this minus sign means multiply minus sign in both the side, less than in place of written greater form and change the sign. So therefore x greater minus 1. Now arrow is going from the right side. So here we can represent in number line. How can be represented? So here we can written minus infinitive to infinitive form. Now here position of minus 1 is like, suppose here strictly greater form is present. So here mention open circle. Right, now arrow is going from the right side. So here we can written 0, 1, 2. So in number line represented line this way. Okay, so our answer is minus infinitive to infinitive and represented by this way. Okay, now discuss one problem sum. Example number 7. Okay, now next question. The marks obtained by the student of class 11 in the first and second terminal examination are given 62 and 48 respectively. Find the minimum marks he should get in the annual examination to have an average of at least 60 marks. Okay, first of all, what is the meaning of at least and what is the meaning of at most? At least, that means 60 or more than 60, and at least, that means at most, that means 60 or less than 60. That means first of all understand this word at least, that means greater form, greater or greater than equal to form, and at most, that means less than equal to form. At least, that means greater than equal to, at most, that means less than equal to. Now in this question here mention at least 60. That means here mention greater than equal to form. Now a student in standard 11 first and second terminal examination mark is given and find out the third annual examination, means find out the annual examination mark, and here condition is given average is at least 60 degree. That means annual examination mark is not given, first and second internal mark is given, and direct average is given. Now first, how can we find out average? So here 3 marks is given, 3 examination is given. So add this, all these 3 examination divided by 3. But first of all, here annual examination mark is not given. So here we can consider let X be the marks obtained by the student in the annual examination. So here we can consider in annual examination mark, here we can consider X mark. So now how can be written? So first examination mark 62, second examination mark 48, and annual exam, that means third exam mark X. Now here 3 examination mark is given and find out average. So that's why here we can divide 3. Suppose 2 examination is present, so here divide by 2. Average we can find out the sum of object means number of examination divided by this number. So here 3 examination is present, so divide by 3. At least form is present, that means here we can mention 60. Now after simplify this term, so 62 into 48, that means 110 plus X greater than equal to 16 into 3 means 180. So therefore X greater than equal to 180 minus 110. Now subtract this term, so therefore X greater than equal to 70. So the student obtained minimum 70 marks. So therefore here we can written the student obtained minimum 70 marks. Clear? So once again, here 3 examination is present, first terminal, second terminal, and annual examination present. Annual examination mark is not present, so here we can consider let X be the annual examination mark of the student. Now here average is present 60. 3 exam present, so divide by 3. At least form is present, so here we can written greater than equal to. At most is present, so here written less than equal to form. Now 3 multiply in opposite side. Now simplify this term. So here we get X greater than equal to 70. The student obtained minimum 70 marks.